Hey guys, happy April. It is your Nerd Club alum giveaway, and this month I'm going to bring to you what I call a money tip. And it's to help you get out of debt the quickest and fastest way. I will warn you, this video is a little bit longer than usual. Of course, at the end, I'll do the drawing. But this is a great video to share with your kids, maybe some of your friends, because in schools, we're just not being taught a whole lot of money saving tips or how to get out of debt. In fact, all they try to do is put our kids in debt, I feel like, by sending them those credit card statements. So I'm going to try to get through this as quick as possible, but it's such an important strategy that I'm going to slow down a little bit. So this strategy is to help you get out of debt the most strategic and fastest way possible. Getting out of debt is a lot like trying to lose weight. It doesn't happen overnight. No matter how hard we try, there's a process to it. So this strategy is called debt stacking. I'm going to walk you through it. The first thing that you're going to want to do is get a sheet of paper, and you're going to want to write down what is the current debt that you have. I'm referring to the debt that reports to your credit report. So not your car phone or water bill or anything like that. I'm talking your mortgage, your car, and then your credit cards, let's say. Then to the right of that, you're going to write down what the monthly payment is. So let's say the monthly payment on the car is $400. Credit card 1 is $100. Minimum payment is what we're looking at. Credit card 2, let's say, is $50. And then credit card 3 is a little bit larger, so it's $250 a month that you have to pay. I know that's a little tough to read, but I'm following through it. Then to the right of that, I want you to write down what the balance is on that card. So you're going to write the balance of each year, right to the right of it. And then to the right of that, you're going to write what the interest rate is that you're paying. Now, this is something that a lot of people don't pay attention to. Heck, half the time you guys don't even remember what your mortgage rate is, and that is a big debt that you have. You want to know what these rates are. So to the right of it, you're going to write down what the interest rate is for your mortgage, your car, and the credit cards are going to probably be the most surprising. Those tend to fluctuate, and they do fluctuate with the federal funds rate, which we know just last year has increased 3 times. I have so many clients that look at their statements and they're like, oh my gosh, I didn't know that this credit card had a 15.9% rate. It's really important to be conscious of what it's costing you to borrow money, because at the end of the day, the way that you get out of debt is to eliminate those debts that are costing you a lot. You'll free up some cash flow to potentially save money for that vacation that you and your family want to take, or for college funds, things like that. The last thing that I'll do, this is kind of a bonus tip, is if you're already going through your credit card statements, you might as well look and call the credit card company, ask them when they report the balance to your credit report. So a lot of times what I see is people pay off their credit card balance in full every single month, which is awesome. That prevents you from being charged that interest rate. But you also want to know when the credit card company reports it to the bureaus. It can kind of help with your credit score. If you're someone that puts all of your expenses on your credit card like myself, once you get over that 30% usage, it looks like you don't have a lot of room left. And if they report that, it can actually lower your credit score, even though in the reality is you pay it off every single month. If you have questions, just email me. But if you're going through this process, you might as well just find out when they actually report it and pay it a day before they report that balance. Of course, before it's due, but also before they report it to the credit reports. So you've got all your columns. So how do you get out of debt the most strategic? What you're going to do is you're going to pick the card that's got the lowest balance first. So let's say this $250 card had a balance of $1,000, and this $50 card had a balance of $250. Which one do you target first? What most people do, and this is the mistake they make, is they go at the one that has the higher interest rate, which in theory you would think would make sense, but actually that doesn't help you strategically get out of debt the fastest. What you want to do is go after the one with the lowest balance, and I'll tell you why. Because it's a lot easier to pay off this card with the $250 balance. Once you pay that off, then you're going to take this monthly payment that you're used to making, or if you're paying more, great, but dump all of the extra money that you can into this one with the lowest balance. You're used to making a $50 payment, so you're going to be able to wipe that clean. You're going to add that $50 that you've already been used to making, and let's say this next card has a balance of $500. And you're going to take this payment and you're going to dump it to this other credit card to get to pay it off the fastest. Then after a few months, let's say you've got that one paid off, now you've freed up $150 a month that you can then take and dump to your highest interest card, which is the $250 a month. And you can slowly put a dent into that one. It's called debt stacking because you're taking the monthly payment from this one that you paid off and you're rolling it and adding it to the other monthly payment. You're not going out and buying those shoes or going out to those fancy dinners. You're staying disciplined and you're rolling it into the next debt so that strategically you can dump a lot more into paying those higher balances off. So that's called debt stacking. It's my strategy tip. Now for the fun part, the $100 gift card. Thank you so much. We had so many referrals from you guys this last month. You guys are helping us stay in the business. Our goal this year is to help 100 families, whether it's buy or refinance, all in the state of Texas. So your referrals help us tremendously. So now let's look here. Pull it out. And the winner for our April Nerd Club is Mr. Shay Reagan. Woohoo! I will mail you your $100 gift card. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. I know it's a little bit longer than usual, but debt stacking is a great strategy. Share it with your kids and help them. Y'all take care. See you next time.